In the fall of 1998, 3 families gathered together and prayed for what would become Legacy Christian Academy. In 1999, with only 120 students, the school began its first year housed within Frisco Bible Church.
The music department, we met in the foyer, and the choir was made up of 5th through 12th graders, or 11th graders actually, all in the same room. There were also 2 other classes going on at the same time. There was drama in one corner, and then I think a science class in another corner. And then on Wednesday morning, they had Mother's Day out at the church, and all the preschoolers came in.
Legacy moved to its current location in 2002, which marked a monumental year because they were able to construct their own building.
Since Legacy started those many years ago in the Frisco Bible Church, the growth has been incredible. God has done so many things that it's hard to even enumerate the stages, but obviously it's grown tremendously, both the student population and our campus has grown.
A brand new athletic complex was later added in 2004, strengthening Legacy's athletic program.
The drive-by that we had prior to the athletic complex and after the athletic complex was amazing. Anybody driving by and seeing what construction was going on and what we were doing was really key.
Quickly following the construction of the athletic complex, Legacy addressed their need for more room. In 2006, a new west wing was added, doubling the amount of classrooms. And in 2009, the upper school gymnasium broke ground, which marked the beginning of a separate high school facility.
The most positive change I've appreciated at Legacy over the years are the fantastic facilities that families have come together to provide our students in school. Our facilities have given us the ability of meeting the needs of our students, giving us the space to grow and to accommodate student growth and to provide a fantastic learning experience for our families.
Keeping up to date with current technology, the iLegacy program was added in 2011. This edition integrated MacBook Pros in the high school and iPads in the lower school.
Well, when you talk about technology, it's not just about devices, it's really about access to information and resources. Prior to the one-to-one program in the high school, prior to bringing in the iPads in the intermediate school and the lower school, our teachers really had to fight for an opportunity to get to the latest and greatest information.
Phase 1 of the high school was completed in January 2012, which featured a brand new 32,000 square foot building. But it's 2014, and with overcrowding becoming an issue again and the fine arts lacking facilities, it's time to start Phase 2 of the high school.
The need for expansion is greater now than ever in the history of Legacy. With significant growth in the high school, we are seeing our classrooms become more full. We're seeing our campus become inundated with requests for students to enroll in Legacy, and we're to the point where we're not going to be able to meet the needs of our like-minded families in North Texas who want a Christian education.
The new addition will feature classrooms, which will create more space and address the issue of overcrowding.
Right now, if you're over there, it's crowded, and that's hard. It doesn't necessarily impact the learning on a class-to-class level, but it impacts what we're able to do on a daily basis.
Over the years, Legacy has delivered quality in education, athletics, and fine arts, but the high school building lacks band and choir rooms, as well as a dedicated auditorium.
What we really need is we need an auditorium, we need a band room, we need the things that go along with that. So this expansion, this Complete the Legacy program is about fulfilling that promise.
Currently, the students have to perform their shows in a cafeteria that is too small to fit the demands of a growing student population.
We need these facilities for our band, choir, and drama. We need a performance hall where our students can put on productions that are high school quality productions. Right now we have a cafeteria stage that only has one entrance. We need passage for both entrances to our stage.
In addition to classrooms, the new building will feature a 600-seat auditorium, choir and band rooms, and a new library. Legacy has been blessed by the continuous donations of its dedicated families, and now more than ever, we need your help.
I can recall many parents that probably not many people know of or know who have contributed to the building cause of Legacy, and it's paramount.
It has to be supported by our parents and through the community, because it will be an outreach to the community, where the community comes in to see Legacy.
Expanding these facilities will only help us accomplish our mission even more fully. I look forward to having more space, more high school classrooms, more administrative offices, a performing arts hall. All of this will greatly accentuate everything we do for our families and help us fulfill our mission even more directly.
It's time now for us to provide a place not just for our current high school students, but for those elementary students who will be going into our high school. They need to have people who believe in them just like people believe in our current high schoolers.
God has provided for the school time and time again, and now it's time to complete the legacy.
Join us in completing the legacy.
We need your help and support to complete the legacy.
Get involved and complete the legacy.
Let's complete the legacy.
Complete the legacy.
Now's the time to complete the legacy.
Good evening, everyone. That's the only place I get to wear a hard hat. It's kind of fun. My name is Tom Stockton. I'm a director on the board of directors for Legacy Christian Academy, and I'm also a parent and chairman of this campaign. 16 years ago, my family and I came to Legacy Christian Academy. We were here at those times that Sandra Clark was talking about when we were all crowded into Frisco Bible Church. You're in for a treat tonight, because Sandra and her choir and her kids always put on a great program. And they did then. They did then. But I remember at the beginning, we made a promise that this school would be excellent in academics, athletics, and fine arts. And as you heard in the video, now is the time for us to complete that promise, to fulfill that promise. When it came time for the fields to be built, people stepped up and donated money, and those fields were built. Those athletic facilities were built. We have great athletic facilities at Legacy. I think you'll all agree. And now it's time for us to supply the same kinds of facilities to our fine arts program. They've waited long enough. Now, most of you are choir parents or band parents. If you went to Susical, how many went to Susical? You've seen this before, so I'm preaching to the choir somewhat. And we don't mean to oversell this, but it's important that we keep it in front of you and that you understand that you need to be involved. We need you to take commitment cards, we need you to pray, and we need you to ask God what He would have you to do sacrificially to give this program. So far, we've raised about $3.5 million or so. We only have $12 million to go. This building's going to cost about $15 million. We want to break ground this summer, and that's the plan. We're going to do that. But we also, as a board, do not want to overburden the school with debt. So that's why we need you to really pray about what God would have you do and give as much as you possibly can. Some people have already given much, have made commitments over 3 years. It doesn't have to be a one-time gift. You can give over time. And it's all so that kids, your kids, will have the same opportunity my kids had. My daughter graduates next week. She's my last child here. My 3 sons have already graduated from Legacy. And what they got from Legacy was a Christian education that was well-rounded and set them up to go out to college. 2 of them have already graduated from Baylor. One's in law school. The third is about to graduate from Baylor next week. So Legacy prepared them for that. And Legacy is going to prepare many, many generations. And we need young leaders with Christian values to go out to our city, our state, and our country and lead. That's what Legacy is about. It's God's project here in Frisco. And I hope that you'll really prayerfully consider becoming part of it. But don't pray too long. Open your wallets and give. We appreciate it. You're in for a big treat tonight. And I'd like to introduce Dr. Chris Harmon, headmaster.
Thank you, Tom. It is a great opportunity we have to get into this campaign. If you have questions about the campaign, you'd like additional information, if you did not receive a commitment card in your program, Deanna Carpenter, she's in the back in the pink shirt. You can see Deanna. I know most of you know her. Feel free to go see her. She'll give you all the information you need. If you want additional information or to talk a little bit more about the program, see a little bit more about what's going on, let her know and she'll set up a time for us to meet with you. As Tom said, it's a big nut to crack and it's going to take all of us to crack it. But we know that we can do it. So please prayerfully consider that gift. Now, as we transition into this evening, Tom put a big burden on Mrs. Clark, said it had to be a good performance, so it is, right? And if it's really good, we'll go ahead and pass the offering plate, right? I'm going to get in trouble for that later. Let me go ahead and pray for us, and I'll turn it over to Mrs. Clark and the choirs. Father, we thank you for you. We thank you for your Son, Jesus Christ. We thank you that you gave him as a gift, so a gift of salvation. And Father, as we are in this auditorium, in this church tonight, we use the gifts that you've given us to honor you. Father, be in the midst of our people and our choirs. Let our words, let our songs be an honor to your ears, be glory to your ears. We pray all this in your holy name. Amen.
Soup du jour, hot hors d'oeuvres, why we only live plenty, but who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see, dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Up where they walk, up where they ride, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue-horned moon? Or asked the grinning bobcat why he grins? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountains? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? You can own the earth and still all you own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-hey, my oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine headed my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-hey, Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual, everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-hey, wonderful feeling, wonderful day.
There goes the baker with his tray, like always, the same old bread and rolls to sell. Every morning just the same as the morning that we came to this poor provincial town.
Good morning, Belle. Oh, isn't this amazing? It's my favorite part because you'll see. Here's where she meets Prince Charming, but she won't discover that it's him till chapter 3.
Tonight is a night where you can just hum along to any of the songs.
We
hungry. Guess who's gonna be on the plate? Under the sea, under the sea. Nobody beat us, fry us and eat us in fricassee. We want the land folks love to cook. Under the sea, we off the hook. We earn the trumpets, life is the bubbles under the seas. Under the seas, this life is
Snow globes white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried.
I have a few awards I need to give out to this group of students. If I call your name, would you please come down? These students were auditioned and accepted into the TPS Middle School Honor Choir this year. Emmeline Crumley, Sophie Dryden, Rachel Edwards, Elizabeth Housley, Lainey Monroe, Emily Pope, Caroline Kellum, Natalie Maida, Aiden Conham, Sheldon Fraley, Jake Nixon, William Savage, Michael Kroc, and Alex Smith. We also had students who participated in the Solo and Ensemble Festival this year, singing a Class 3 solo and receiving a superior rating, Aiden Conan and Sheldon Fraley. For bel cantos, Emmeline Crumley, Sophie Dryden, Avery Ellis, Elizabeth Housley, and Natalie Maida. Singing a Class 2 solo and receiving a superior rating on their solo, Caroline Kellum, Emily Pope, and Jake Nixon. And then we also had an ensemble that received a Division I rating, and that ensemble was Maddie Bingham, Rachel Cameron, Emmeline Crumley, Avery Ellis, Elizabeth Housley, Caroline Kellum, Emily Pope, Olivia Taylor, and Emma Whaley.
Slick back hair, man, things are getting heavy. You're cruising, for bruising. Two wheels headed open road, wrapped in leather, ready to go. Don't stop, stop the music. We ride fast like a bullet. We do anything we want, anytime we want. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We just ride, ride, ride all day. We're not gonna live any other way. Bubblegum, cherry pop, go to the hop. Hanging with my brother cause his friends are so hot. While we're cruising, for cruising. I've been to the drive-in and what did I see? 100 little pennies all staring at me. I was cruising for some loving. I got these two wheels headed open road. Pop that clutch, I'm ready to go. Don't stop, stop the music. We ride fast like a bullet. We do anything we want, anytime we want. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We just ride, ride, ride all day. We're not gonna live any other way. Oh no, we're not gonna live any other way. It goes a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. A boo-hoo-hoo's riding with me. I got a gang full of bruises all cruising with me. And we're tearing up, we're tearing up, we're tearing up the streets. Don't stop, stop the music. We ride fast like a bullet. We do anything we want, anytime we want. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We just ride, ride, ride all day. We're not gonna live any other way. So don't stop, stop the music. We ride fast like a bullet. We do anything we want, anytime we want. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We just ride, ride, ride all day. We're not gonna live any other way. Oh no, we're not gonna live any other way. Oh no, we're not gonna live any other way. Ooh. I wish a dream. you. I told them what they needed, just like I'd be telling you. You gotta dig a little deeper, find out who you are. You gotta dig a little deeper, it really ain't that far. When you find out who you are, you find out what you need. Blue skies and sunshine guaranteed. You gotta dig, dig. Dig, dig. Prince Froggy is a rich little boy who wanna be rich again. That ain't gonna make you happy now. Did it make you happy then? No. Money ain't got no soul. Money ain't got no heart. All you need is some self-control. Make yourselves a brand new start. You gotta dig a little deeper. Don't have too far to go. You gotta dig a little deeper. Tell the people Mama told you so. Love will grant you peace of mind. Dig a little deeper and you'll know. Prince Daddy was a loving man, family through and through. You, your daddy's daughter. What do you have in him? You got in you. You gotta dig a little deeper. Knowing it's gonna be tough. You gotta dig a little deeper. You ain't dug near far enough. Ooh, inside yourself, you find out what you need. Blue skies and sunshine guaranteed. You gotta dig, dig. Blue skies and sunshine. Blue skies and sunshine. Blue skies and sunshine. In the old jalop and head for the malted shop, and all the cats join in. Down goes the last two bits, comes up one banana split, and all the cats join in. Drop your jack in the old jukebox, play your favorite disc. When you dance with the bobby socks, you dance at your own risk. Rip, everybody swing, yeah swing, till the rafters ring and all the cats join in. How those cats are swinging, rip, hear those rafters ringing, all the cats join in. How those cats are swinging, rip, hear those rafters ringing, all the cats join in. Drop your jack in the old jukebox, play your favorite disc. When you dance with the bobby socks, you dance at your own risk. Rip, everybody swing, yeah swing, till the rafters ring and all the cats, all the cats, all the cats, yeah, all the cats join in, all the cats join in, yeah. says, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A dazzling place I never knew, but now from way up here it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you. Unbelievable sights, indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky. Don't you dare close your eyes. Hold your breath, it gets better. I've come so far, I can't go back to where I used to. With new horizons to pursue, I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. Fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go. Or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world, eternal surprise. New horizons to pursue. I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. Whole new world. That's where we'll be. Where we will be. A thrilling change. A wondrous place for you and
Now I'm the king of the swingers, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man cub and stroll right into town and be just like the other men. I'm tired of monkeying round.
I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You'll see it's true. An ape like me can learn to be man too.
necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, or Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life.
Wherever I wander, wherever I roam,
I couldn't be fonder of my big home.
The bees are buzzing in the tree to make some honey just for me. You look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at the fancy ants and maybe try a few. The bare necessities of life will come to you.
Will come to you.
Will come to you. When you pick a pawpaw or prickly pear,
And you pick a raw paw, next time beware.
don't pick the prickly pear by paw. When you pick the pear, try to use the claw. But you don't need to use the claw when you pick a pear. But the big pawpaw haven't given you a clue. The bare necessities of life will come to you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you, you'll see it's true. The bare necessities of life will come to you. Ooh, ooh. E-e. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said, son. You've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me.
You've got a friend. If you've got troubles, then I've got them too.
There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. If we stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. Some of the folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too. Maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. Just me and you, boy. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. A friend in me.
Winds in the east, there's a mist coming in, like something is brewing, about to begin. Can't put me finger on what lies in store, but I feel what's to happen all happened before. A father, a mother, a sister, a son, the threads of their lives are all raveling undone. Can't get these strings of something as tight as the strings you might use when you're flying a kite. Chim chimney, chim chim, cherry chim cheroo.
Go down in the most delightful way. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. In the most delightful. In the most delightful way.
I'm practically perfect in every way. Practically perfect, so people say. Each virtue virtually knows no bound. Each trait is great and practically sound.
I'm practically perfect from head to toe. If I had a fault, it would never dare to show. I'm so practically perfect in every way. Both prim and proper and never too stern. Well educated yet willing to learn. I'm clean and honest, my manner refined. And I wear shoes of the sensible kind.
I suffer no nonsense, and whilst I remain, there's nothing else I feel I need explain.
I'm practically perfect, and here's my aim. By the time I leave here, you all will be the same. You'll be practically perfect. Practically perfect. You will be practically perfect in every way. In every way. Super, califragilistic, expialidocious.
In trying to express oneself, it's frankly quite absurd to link through lengthy lexicons to find the perfect word. A little spontaneity keeps conversation keen. You need to find a way to say precisely what you mean.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle-I, diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle-I, diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle-I, diddle-diddle-diddle-I.
When Stone Age men were chatting, simply grunting would suffice. But if they heard this word, they might have used it once or twice.
That's nice.
Christ, I'm sure Egyptian pharaohs would have grasped it in a jiff, and every single pyramid would bear this hieroglyph. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Say it and what animals will not seem so ferocious. Handsome for their flourishes, it's so rococo-cocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Diddle-diddle, diddle-I, diddle-diddle, diddle-I, diddle-diddle, diddle-I, diddle-diddle-I.
So when the cat has got your tongue, there's no need for dismay. Just summon up this word and then you've got a lot to say.
Pick out those 18 consonants and 16 vowels as well, and put them in an order which is very hard to spell. S-U-P-E-R-C-A-L-I-F-R-A-G-I-L-I-D-O-C-I-O-U-S. Here we go. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious.
Supercalifragilistic.
Supercalifragilistic.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
All right, as my middle school students are transitioning to the stage, I need to give out some high school awards tonight. Students who are selected to the TPS MEA All-Region Treble Choir this year, please come forward. Macy Clemens, Olivia Jones, Maggie McCullough, Sammy Saucedo, and Katie Stockton. Students who are selected to the TPS MEA All-Region Mixed Choir this year, Dylan Beams, Robert Cantwell, Will Clemens, Lauren Edwards, Jay Edwards, Jacob Eggleston, Lane Guthman, Hannah Johnson, Catherine Keith, Mac McCullough, Dylan Mueller, and Marshall Todd. Students who are selected to the TPS MEA All-State Choir, Dylan Beams, Lane Guthman, and Dylan Mueller. Students receiving a Division I Superior Rating on a Class 3 solo, Elizabeth Pope. Students receiving a Division I Superior Rating on a Class 2 solo, Catherine Keith, Lauren Keith, and Rachel Nguyen. Students receiving a Division I Superior Rating on a Class 1 solo, which is the most difficult level, Dylan Beams, Jay Edwards, Lauren Edwards, Connor Gutersloth, Olivia Jones, Maggie McCullough, Dylan Mueller. And then we also had two ensembles. Those ensembles were made up of the following students: Kat Keith, Macy Clemens, Clayton Rook, Joseph Navarro, Rachel Nguyen, Robert Cantwell, Will Clemens, Jordan Paris, Abby Brenneman, Zach Jones, Anna Jacoby, Abby Safstrom, and Lane Guthman. And then the other ensemble was made up of Sammy Saucedo, Logan Muse, Aaron Eggleston, Katie Stockton, Chris Harmon, Elizabeth Pope, Bethany May, Jacob Eggleston, Maggie McCullough, Dylan Beams, and Mac McCullough. Students receiving a Division I Superior rating at the State Solo and Ensemble Festival this year: Jay Edwards, Connor Gutersloth, and Dylan Mueller for the solos. Okay, and then for our ensemble students that were at state, they also received a Division I Superior rating on their ensembles as well. And that was Kat Keith, Macy Clemens, Clayton Rook, Joseph Navarro, Rachel Nguyen, Robert Cantwell, Will Clemens, Jordan Paris, Abby Brenneman, Zach Jones, Anna Jacoby, Avi Sastrom, and Lane Guthman. And then for the other ensemble was Sammy Saucedo, Logan Muse, Marshall Todd, Aaron Eggleston, Katie Stockton, Chris Harmon, Elizabeth Pope, Bethany May, Jacob Eggleston, Maggie McCullough, Dylan Beams, and Mac McCullough. Those are the states. Yeah, those are the statements, yeah. Probably. So as you can see, we had a lot of students participating in solo and ensemble, and Legacy did very, very well. I would like to recognize one person this year who has helped me tremendously, and she will be leaving us to go work on her doctorate in music at Boston University come this fall. And that is Miss Gilbert, because I could not have done this year without you. And finally, a very special group of students who have had me for a very long time, and that's my seniors. So seniors, if you would step forward, please. All my seniors come down, please. Adam, Tyler, Lex, Luke, Tom, all 13 of you. Just want you to know that you are loved and you will be missed, and we will be praying for you as you go on your next journey in life. Yeah. Adam, Tom Mass, Logan Muse, Lex Monin, Maggie McCullough, Aaron Eggleston, Katie Stockton, Jordan, Sammy, and the Grand C. And we'd like to close our program tonight. We are with You'll Be in My Heart, and we just thank you so much for coming out tonight and supporting our Fine Arts Department. Thank you. Thank
Come stop your crying, it will be alright. Just take my hand, hold it tight. I will protect you from all around you. I will be here, don't you cry.
For one so small, you seem so strong. My arms will hold you, keep you safe and warm. This bond between us can't be broken. I will be here, don't you cry. 'Cause you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and forevermore. You'll be in my heart. No matter what they say, you'll be here in my heart always. Why can't they understand the way we feel? They just don't trust what they can't explain. I know we're different, but deep inside us, we're not that different at all. And you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and forevermore.
Don't listen to them, 'cause what do they know?
What do they
We
know?
need each other to have to hold. They'll see in time. I know.
When destiny calls you, you must be strong.
gotta be
I may not be with you, but you've got to hold on. They'll